What's going on, guys? TTL here. Gonna give you guys my top 3 plays for today's NBA slate over on Underdog. If you're not signed up to Underdog, you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash by using code TTL. Just 3 letters, TTL, all capitals. Get $1,000 in bonus cash. And for this week only, it ends in 2 days on Sunday. I'm giving 3 free months of my VIP to people that sign up and deposit to Underdog using code TTL. So go ahead and take advantage of this deal. Again, $1,000 in bonus cash and 3 free months of VIP. You can also sign up to Shuffle. That's a sports book, an online sports book. Shuffle gives you a 100% match up to $1,000 as well. Those are my 2 partners for all of my videos, and it does help me out for both of those if you sign up. But let's get into the picks today. I'm going to give you guys 2 money lines that I'm loving first, and then we're going to go into the Underdog props that I'm loving that you can play on all pick'em apps. So to start us off, we're going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves at plus 148. I'm loving this versus the Knicks today. I'm keeping it simple. Plus 148 is great value here. I'm giving them around a 55 to 60% chance of winning personally. And at plus 148, that obviously is just a ton of value. So I'm putting 100 on it to win 248. And then we're taking the Charlotte Hornets at plus 142. They barely lost to the Bulls last time around. They lost by like 5 points, and it went to overtime as well. LaMelo didn't play in that last game. He is playing in this game. So I think plus 142 is great odds for us today. I would put them at minus 110, minus 120 personally. I think it's pretty even, around a 50-50. Maybe give Hornets the slight edge here. So at plus 142, I'm absolutely loving it. Putting 100 on this one to cash out 242 as well. Now let's get into the Underdog props and let's get straight into it. So I'm going to use predictiveprofits.ai for my research today. You just saw the betting predictor, tells you exactly which bets to take. We're going to the prop predictor and we're going to change it to the pick'em app lines that we can look at for Underdog. And if you're interested in this app, this website, use code TTL50 for half off on it. We're going to set it to NBA only, scale by hit rate, and we're going to search for Cole Anthony. And some of these have been bumped, and it updates every 25 to 30 minutes. Give me one moment. Hey, I'm going to make my video, okay? And then I'll be in there. Okay? Good morning. We'll go get some breakfast when I'm done, okay? Love you. Sorry about that, guys, but hey, when you're a dad of a 4-year-old, stuff like that happens, all right? And I'm just going to keep it going. Just keep the video going, be raw, be authentic, you know. But Cole Anthony, we're going to take his under PRA, so we can head over to Underdog. Cole Anthony, under 24.5 PRA. And what's great about Underdog as well is I'm giving you guys 3 free picks in this video. A 3 pick on other apps pays 5x, but on Underdog, we can put this 3 pick in and get 6x. So we're getting great value over here. That's actually a ton of extra added value and makes a 3x on Underdog paying 6x is one of the best values you can get on any app. But Cole Anthony under 24.5 PRA. We can see right here under 24.5. The under has a projected hit rate. So what this did is it ran 10,000 simulations per prop, and the under cashed in 80.12%. So 8,012 of this 10,000 simulations, he went under 24.5. And if we click his name, we can see a little bit more info. And now, obviously, at first glance, this does not look great. Over his last 5, he's went over in 3 out of 5. But over his last 10, he's went under in 7 of 10. And this season, he's went under in 34 of 39. He's only went over in a 12% hit rate. Now, obviously, with some recency bias, because people have been out, we can check the injury report by clicking this button. We can go down to Orlando Magic, and we can see Jet Howard's out, Jalen Suggs is out, Gary Harris, Batadze, both Wagners are out. This is why his line is so high, obviously. Now, even with his last 5, these people have been out. When we look at his last 10, for example, he shot 5 attempts, 11 attempts, 12 attempts, 11 attempts, 14, 18, 13, 15, 17, 13. We can expect him to get 14 or 15 attempts in this matchup, but even when he's getting 13, 14, 15 attempts, he's either just barely going over or he's not going over and he's staying under. So I'm loving this matchup for us today. And I'm loving Cole Anthony to go under versus the Celtics because as we can see on this right-hand side, the Boston Celtics defense, they are 4th in the league for least amount of assists allowed, 6th in the league for least amount of points allowed, and then rebounds are the only thing they really allow. They allow 53 rebounds per game. And when we look at his rebounds, he had 4, 3, 7 that game, which is an outlier. 3, 7, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1. So we're seeing around an average of around 3.5, 4 rebounds per game. And that does not bother me one bit. The main thing for me is the points, especially because he's going to be shooting a lot. Now we have him projected for 16. That is taking the players into account, the injury report. But I personally have him projected for around 20. Just from personal biases. I do think he's going to get around 20, maybe 21, but that's still great odds, and his line's 24.5. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and take Cole Anthony under here. And let's move on to the second play of the day, which is going to be Brandon Miller, and I'm loving him on the Hornets today. I'm taking his over 28.5 PRA. This line was 27.5 earlier. For a little bit extra value, but even at 28.5, I love it. We can see Brandon Miller 27.5. The overcast and a 72% projected hit rate in those simulations. And when we take a look at this, we can see he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. He's hit this in 8 of his last 10, and he's hit this in 18 of 27 games this season. Now we can change this to 28.5 just to make sure the 18 of 27 turns into 16 of 27. So there are 2 games actually pretty recently where he got 28 on the dot. But when we look at the Bulls defense, I don't doubt that Brandon Miller is going to go over this with quite a bit of ease. Now, we have him projected for 28.9, but I personally have him projected for over 30. When we look at the Bulls, we can see assists allowed 29th, points allowed 29th, rebounds allowed 28th. The Bulls allow a ton of everything, literally every stat. So I'm loving this Brandon Miller PRA. Let's go ahead and lock it in, 28.5 PRA on the over, and move on to our third prop of the day, which is going to be, our final prop is going to be Cameron Johnson. So Cam Johnson, and we're going to take his over 24.5 PRA over here versus the Lakers. I'm loving this matchup for him as well today. And I don't know if it was loading everything correctly. I don't think it was loading the opposing teams correctly earlier because I was having a little error, but it may be fixed by now. I know it should be fixed in the next 10 minutes if not. But we can go ahead and take a look. Cameron Johnson, points, rebounds, and assists, 24.5. The projected hit rate is a 69.1%. And when we click it, okay, so it says unknown team defense with no defense stats available. We can look this up in a minute though. But I've already looked it up off video, and I like what I'm seeing with the Lakers defense. They allow a ton of pretty much everything. Cameron Johnson projected for 27.3, projected hit rate of 69%. He's cashed this in 4 out of his last 5. He's cashed it in 7 of his last 10, and he's cashed it in 22 of 33 this season. So right at 66, 67% hit rate. I don't think he's going to have any issues versus the Lakers. And call me crazy, but the Nets lost by like 59 points to the Clippers the other day, and I think that they're going to have something to prove in this game. And I know they're riddled with injuries as well, but the Nets really need to do something, and I think it's going to be on the back of Cameron Johnson, and I think he's definitely going to go over this 24.5 PRA line. So let's cash all 3 of these today. Again, Cole Anthony under 24.5, Brandon Miller over 28.5, and finally Cam Johnson over 24.5 as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for the loyal viewers that are tuning into every single video. I'm trying my best, guys, and I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to have 330 YouTube uploads this year. There's 365 days. I've missed 2 uploads this year so far, and it's only the 17th. So we're definitely going to have to keep making sure we do these daily videos, but we're going to keep crushing it. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support on every single video. I do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.